Welcome back. Today, I'm excited to bring you a recipe featuring Revival Einkorn pasta, a truly unique ingredient that's as delicious as it is nutritious. I'm going to create a simple, hearty dish that celebrates einkorn's nutty, earthy flavor while delivering all its incredible health benefits. For this recipe, we're using the fusilli-shaped pasta because it combines so well with the pesto-inspired green sauce that I'm making with it. First, we're going to cook our pasta. So I have a pot of boiling water, and I've added a little bit of salt. And now I'm getting my fusilli pasta and I'm going to put it right in. And that's going to cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. So while that's cooking, I'm going to tell you more about why einkorn. Einkorn is the original wheat cultivated over 14,000 years ago, and Revival Einkorn has brought it back. Unlike modern wheat, which has been hybridized for higher yields, einkorn remains pure and has never been hybridized, offering a taste and nutritional profile that's simply unmatched. I have tasted and explored many whole grain and legume pastas, and their texture and flavor of einkorn really stands out. And it's not just me and my household that loves it. I have 2 teenagers as well as a husband, and we all truly enjoy this pasta. It's not just delicious, it's truly a nutritional powerhouse. Each 2 ounces, which is a typical pasta portion, is loaded with 9 grams of protein, which is 30 to 40% more than a typical pasta. Also rich in B vitamins, including B6, niacin, and thiamine. It also has a lower glycemic index than a typical modern wheat. And part of it is from the high fiber content, which is 6 grams of fiber per serving. That's a benefit not just for blood sugar control if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic, but it's also really good for your microbiome, which is a healthy bacteria in your gut. Now, often we think of our grains as separate than we do the rest of our meal, like our fiber or our protein. But here, the pasta itself, einkorn, has it all the way nature intended. So it's, again, that high fiber, high protein, and it's your whole grain all in one package. This means that you're getting more sustained energy from the nutrients, as well as better digestion and essential minerals like zinc, iron, and magnesium, all in one bowl of pasta. And for anyone with gluten sensitivity, separate from celiac disease, einkorn's simpler gluten structure makes it much easier to digest. Now, 5 to 6 minutes are up. I've tasted and it's perfectly al dente. I also could smell that sweet and nutty flavor, and I've gone ahead and strained my pasta. So here we have our strained pasta, and I'm going to put it aside in a bowl. And now we're going to move on to making the pesto-inspired sauce. So now here I have a food processor, but you can use a blender if that's all you have at home. First, you're going to start with your most solid ingredients. So we have our garlic. I like to use 2 cloves of garlic, but it's up to you whether you use 1 or 2 or even more. I have my nuts. I've chosen walnuts and pine nuts, but you can also choose a seed if you have a nut allergy or a specific preference, and you can use one only or a variety. Now we have lemon zest, our freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano, and we're going to blend those up and then add our greens. Now for the greens, I have chosen spinach as well as basil. The combination of the 2 flavors is delicious, and it also gives you variety. So your typical pesto will have basil only. So I'm putting all those 4 cups of greens into the food processor. Again, I'm going to blend those up, and then we're going to add our liquids. So we have our acid from white or red vinegar, fresh lemon juice, and then our olive oil. So it's using half a cup of olive oil. And now I'm going to blend this up. And after it's blended, you're going to have this texture. And I would taste it. Make sure it tastes delicious to you. I found with exactly these ingredients, it does not need anything more. If you want it a little bit thinner, you can add a little bit more olive oil. Or if you want a little bit more acidity, again, give it a little bit more of that lemon. Make it your own. It's your own recipe to have at home. Now, to put it all together. So here we have our pasta. Again, it's been sitting to the side. I'm going to add my sauce. Mix that up here. And once it's well combined, I'm going to add my olives. You can omit these if you don't like olives, but I love the combination between pitted Kalamata olives and Cassavetrano. I love the change in color contrast as well as textural contrast. Tossing those until they're well combined. And here we have about 2 to 3 portions. So I'm going to switch so you can see what a single portion looks like. So here we have our final portion. And if you try this recipe, let me know what you think in the comments. This dish is simple, versatile, and bursting with flavor. It's perfect for a side dish, a main course, or meal prep to be used throughout the week. It'll last 7 days in your refrigerator, and it's delicious cold, room temperature, or warmed up. Now, as we finish off, I really want to remind you that einkorn pasta is beyond just the flavor. It's about choosing wheat that promotes digestive health, supports your immune system, and aligns with various dietary preferences, including a plant-based diet or a plant-forward diet. And it really is food that's nourishing your body as well as your soul. To explore all the delicious products that Revival Einkorn has, please visit their website at revivaleinkorn.com. Finally, for more culinary medicine information, you can find Culinary Medicine Recipe Podcast, which I host on your favorite podcast listening platform or on the Alternative Food Network website at alternativefoodnetwork.com. Until next time, salud and bon appetit. Please note that the content or opinions in this episode are for informational purposes only and are not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you are uncertain if an ingredient mentioned here is suitable for your diet due to allergies or other reasons, please discuss with your doctor or other qualified healthcare provider.